with. Maybe you got one of the colored denim jeans or the classics and the chambray or the indigo, and then you're all set. Okay, so we promised we were gonna do another crazy special on one of Diane's classic customer pick, #1 selling classic stretch boot cut jean. Whoa, what a great buy this is. $39.90. And again, I'm gonna take you through colors, but I will start out by saying this is that classic boot cut, so it's a little bit fuller at the bottom, so you can wear it back with boots, but you are not, it's not specifically just for that. You're noticing here, Barb is wearing it with a cute, a darling little pump, and that looks fantastic. So with that being said, we have fashion colors and we have your classic jean basic colors. We have your average inseam at 29.5 inches. We have petite at, average is gonna be 31.5 inch inseam. Petite is gonna be 29.5 inch inseam. And tall is gonna be 33.5 inch inseam. Chambray, we have your indigo, and we have your black available for you. Then we're gonna go into some of the fashion colors here. Again, they're calling it ivory. It's definitely a optic white, but ivory when you're ordering. I love this pink. Wouldn't that be great with that hot pink Born sneaker that we had earlier? That's a beautiful, it's a bright, bright, beautiful pink. Gray, I have 60 pair remaining. And then 60 pair remaining. You're loving, and I'm so happy to see these bright new spring colors in denim. I have 60 pair of the purple, of the violet color. So these are most limited. Your gray, along with the lavender. There it is in what they're calling ivory, but it really is more of a white shade. And classic to everything that Diane Gilman brings to us in her denims, there's been a tremendous amount of research and stretch and comfort and a lot of changing to make it be the perfect fitting jean every single time. And when it comes to the boot cut, it elongates the legs, it lengthens the legs, it makes you look taller, which we always love. The jeggings and all of her different denims that she brings to us are fabricated with stretch waistbands. So you have the ultimate of maximum comfort, never any gapping whatsoever. You have the ease of comfort in washability. And the only thing to keep in mind as you're ordering here this evening is order true to size. So we have all sizes. We have 2 through size 16, 16 women's sizes through size 24, and we have average, which if you're 5'4" to 5'7", you're average. We have petite if you're 5'4" and shorter. We have your petite available, and we also have your tall available. If you're 5'7" and taller, we have a nice ample inseam here at 32.5 inches in the inseam. But it's that same great premium denim that we love from Diane, that stretch. Again, every pocket is a little bit of a decorative backing on this particular design. Every pocket is lifted, so it gives you that lifted effect in the bottom. It's your ultimate fitting jean. And just like in the skinny jean that we had earlier, the boot cut in the ivory, which is really your white, is always one of our most populars going into this season because you want to have that perfect white jean. So if you're thinking about that in all sizes, definitely secure it. The hot pink, have some fun. Think outside the box, and I'll tell you in this final 2 minutes, boy, are we incredibly busy. I honestly, and I have not worked with Diane in a long, long time, but I don't remember her denim jeans, especially in her boot cut, because there's a lot of fabrication, ever being $39.90. I really don't. So we're not gonna second guess that. I'm loving it, but I mean, normally her jeans are $50 and above. So here's another great opportunity to try your first pair of Diane Gilman's in this final 90 seconds. Take advantage of shopping with any major credit card or debit